and welcome to a new series, Armored Core Last Raven. So let me just tell here beforehand, I am doing this specifically for the people that came into my channel for Daemon X Machina, but they're interested in Armored Core. Now what I want to say is, if you've never played Armored Core before, avoid Last Raven, because it's a really rough game. But okay, I'm gonna do this, new game. Now, I will use Type A for this in particular. Now, I also want to say that I haven't played this in so long that I honestly am a bit rusty, so let's just see how that's gonna go. Oh, that's my jump and boost, and that's shoot, and then that is my... hang on. Why am I stuck? I can't press anything. What? There. And then, change... Wait, what? Change. No. That should be this here. Okay? Is everything fixed now? Okay. Now, Armored Core is very similar to Daemon X. Wait, the story. Should I go over it? I'll at least go over the intro here, at the very least. Hang on. Okay, I'll just let the intro play out. Like, okay. Last Raven is the last game of the third generation. The third generation consists of Armored Core 3, Armored Core Silent Line, Armored Core Nexus, and Armored Core Last Raven. That's the story. There's a bunch of spin-off games as well, like Ninebreaker and Formula Front, but this is where the story concludes. So honestly, a good starting point would be Armored Core 3, honestly. Like, it's not the hardest game, and yeah, you know what? That's a good one because it actually starts the story in a good way. Now, what is going to be different compared to Daemon X Machina Armored Core? Well, I'll go over that in a moment. And as for this game, why it's so hard? Well, first of all, maybe what I do now is not going to look hard, but there's a lot of beginner traps. Like, for example, one of the missions you can do at the start of the game pairs you up against an enemy that you have no way of beating unless you are fully prepared for him right away. And I guess you could be prepared if you transfer your save game from Nexus, because yeah, that's the thing, you could transfer save games over to newer games, so it allows you to keep parts. But the downside is that most people who, well, actually not most people, a lot of people that try playing this game, sadly, were in a position where they didn't know about that, they didn't have the greatest loadouts, and then they find that thing that bolts, and well, that messes it up, and they think that's the whole game, and then they rage quit because it's so hard. But no, if you know how to play the game, then you should be fine. Man, that's a lot of rambling on my side, especially since something cool's happening here. So, that's Zenaida, by the way, and she's like one of my favorite characters in the Armored Core franchise. She's cool. I like her. Her arsenal! Oh my god, I haven't played AC in so long. Her AC looks cool. And that's her. The thing is, you barely saw pilots in the Armored Core franchise, which means that this here, yeah, sure, it's like we got like a glimpse of Zenaida, and that's literally all we got. Nothing else. Alright then, so since I know what to expect out of this game... Okay, hang on. First things first, so I could check my mail. You know what, I could at least mark my mails red, like, okay, read it. Like, if you want to get into the story, like, this is probably not the right playlist for you. But if you want to check out the gameplay, this is the right playlist. So, first of all, here's our AC. And, well, let's just quickly go over a few things. For example, the head here, I mean, sure, it has a lot of stuff, but you may notice this doesn't say anything about locking on or, you know, stuff like that. No. We got the freaking FCS for that. The FCS allows us to have, like, a certain size for our lock and our lock range. Like, the average capture and the max capture, that is how big your lock box is. And you should know that from Daemon X Machina. And we got boosters instead of just having it built into the core itself. And we also got radiators so we don't overheat. That's the kind of stuff we have. I'll address some things over time, but for the time being, that's pretty much all you really need to know. So, we got ourselves a crappy AC here, and, well, honestly, we want to have something better. Well, worry not, because Last Raven is such a hard game, and, you know, it starts you with some beginning fun. So, we now have 300,000 credits, which is nothing to sneeze at, but things are expensive. Like, look at that core already there. That's 62,000 already. That's a chunk of my money right away down the drain. So, first things first, I want to try to get rid of, like, I want to get a decent... Okay, you know what? This is honestly the best lockbox in my opinion. I know there's others that are good as well, but that's just my favorite one. Now, next up, I'm going to go with the Lotus Generator. It's a cheap one, but it also is good. And as for the radiator, let me just quickly check here. So the cooling is that high, the energy drain. I kind of want to don't have the highest energy drain because with a high enough energy drain, you sadly... actually, wait, hang on. Before I continue talking here, do I have enough? No, I don't have enough for that. The Vulture will have to do then for the time being. The thing is now that I don't have much money left here, so... Let's see, how much do some weapons cost? Well, that is 25,000. That don't have enough for that? No, I don't have enough for any of that. So, guess I'll just have to do with what I have here right now. So, I'm going to quickly equip it. I got a better booster here. I have a better FCS. I have better generator and a better radiator. At least I have something to start with. Now, as an addition, I can click tune here. And I can... Okay, I'm going to reduce the booster heat, like I don't want to overheat myself. Then I also am going to increase the output of my generator so I get more energy. And I'm going to increase the cooling on this thing there. Now as for the rest of my body, like this is such a temporary body, I'm not entirely sure what I want to change here. But I guess just for convenience sake I'm going to put everything into cooling here. Because since I got a decently hot booster, I don't want to set myself on fire. This is honestly overdoing it. This is really overdoing it. But I just want to make sure that I'm in a position where I don't accidentally mess myself up. So let's just do our first mission here. Now we have 3 missions here. And if you really want to start with Last Raven, avoid this mission. Distribution Center Recon, unless you know what you're doing, you're prepared, even with a new game, you can beat this if you know what you're doing, but most likely you're not going to be beating this. So, Destroy Military Base has a credit of reward of 0, and this one has 60,000. They're both easy missions, but if I go with the military base here, there's actually a little bonus here. Okay, you always... This is a good representation of Armored Core. You get like a little briefing on what you have to do, a little story. So what they want me to do here is destroy units and destroy the base itself. The more I destroy, the more money I get out of it. Okay. While I am not here for the story itself, I will not skip little intro cutscenes like this, so you guys can enjoy that since that's the first time watching.
What's happening? Report your status.
And
we're under attack. We need backup.
The way he says we need backup sounds like he's just starting to laugh there. Okay, destroy those. Oh god, I kind of forgot how... Wow, I have not played AC in so long that I actually almost forgot how slow the turning around feels like. Oh my god. Wait, what? Come on, that's... Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, and if you go out of bounds, you lose. Like, pretty much what you expect. But, Wait, I'm forgetting something. Hang on, because I know... Okay. Quickly want to say that there's a hidden part here somewhere. Where is it? Oh no, where is it? Is it here? It has to be here, right? Hell yeah! Okay, well I got myself an extra hidden part here, and the hidden parts can be found in levels like this here. I'll admit, I don't remember too much where all the hidden parts are. Also, I want to say that, see, I overdid the cooling. Like, on the top left, you see my how hot I get. And when I'm boosting, I barely get any heat there. Like, heat comes from being hit by attacks, and also your own generator and booster. Like, your generator generates heat. That, like, you gotta keep that in mind. I'm not saying that it's in all Armored Cores. Like, that was not prior to Generation 3. But the later Generation 3 games tended to have, like, you know, little extra things to keep in mind so that you don't, freaking... Wait, hang on. Let me just destroy a bit more here. But yeah, the later games that you had to pay a bit more attention to what you're building, because you can't just slap on a good generator and say, okay, that's good. Like, the whole reason I went with this Lotus is because it's got a decent regeneration rate. Look how quickly my energy regenerates on the right side. While it also has... oh yeah, wait, let me use some missiles, because I also got those. Yeah, how it works also with the shoulder weapons is you don't have a designated button to fire a shoulder weapon. You need to actually change your weapon. Like, now I got my missile selected, now I got my rifle selected, and I need to switch between that. And, like, I got 2 shoulder weapons for that. What I have now on my shoulder, though, is a radar, because my head doesn't have a radar built into it, so I want to keep that in. But there's another reason to have a radar in your back, because sometimes you can stack the radar possibilities of your head along with the radar possibilities on your shoulder. So once they stack together, they often get some great results. Like, you get a really fast, refreshing radar, or some good resistance to radar jamming, which is called ECM in this game. And what else is there to say here? Hang on. 10 seconds. Let me just quickly get some more out of this. Oh, wait. No, actually, no. I'm not going to do that. First things first. Let's just quickly get...
Time's up.
No.
The mission is over.
Okay, destroy that. There we go. Destroy that as well. Well, okay, our first mission went really easy. Again, this is just a easy first mission. The fact that I avoided that one hard mission was on purpose. So, if your first impression is, oh, this game looks easy. Oh, you sweet summer child. And here we have some plots. Oh, we got 3 ACs here.
That was brilliantly executed.
I thank you, but I'm already gone.
Sir, should we give chase? Patience. It's too soon to consider them our enemy.
Yep. Well, that's pretty much the first mission. Okay, that is the weapon I just picked up. It's a right-handed machine gun. And I also want to say here is that unlike Daemon X Machina, funds you get actually also get retracted, like how much ammo you spend, how much you got damaged, special deduction if you happen to take a lot of extra damage from something. Now, on the top there is the usual reward, which was 0 because we already knew that going in. The special edition, that's how much you earned extra on the level. And the bounty, and this one specific to Last Raven. If you manage to kill off an enemy Arsenal, stop me! If you finish off an enemy AC, then you get money out of it. How much? Well, I'll show you in a second. Okay, now, look at a little mission briefing here. Honestly, Last Raven is the best game. Even if it's so hard, it is the best game. Okay, let me get this one out of the way. Yeah, I know. And here, I love this, the Raven list. This shows all the enemy ACs you can run into in this game. So let's just, as an example, we saw Evangel and Tricheret there. So if we were to quickly go to Tricheret, there, that was the guy we saw earlier. There, it says like a description on what he is, his bounty there, who he is aligned with, so alliance in this one. And, you know, it says, I wouldn't worry that much about him. And I agree, this is honestly, like, not the strongest guy. But, I like this. I like this little library of how you can, ahead of time, know what you're up against. So... we also have the mission report, because things we've done already. A world report, I love this. We have things that happened in the past, like this. And then we have the organizations, and you're like, oh man, I can read about crests here and stuff like that. You got people you can read about. You have technologies you can read about, and that is really cool. Like, simple enemies, I can read about that. And then places, and this allows you to actually, ahead of time, predict something that may happen in mission. Let's just say, for example, I say, escort allied MT here. So where does this take place? It takes place in the Hordes mining site. So let's just quickly say, see this here? world reports and places, and then the Hortus mining site. A mine possessing an abundant supply of a resource easily converted into energy. Once at the center of a major dispute between the corporations, the mine is now controlled by one of the independent warlords. Huh, interesting. And then if you go into the mission itself, it says the requester is an independent warlord, so it probably means we have to defend it. Now, what I also want to say, this allows you to also ahead of time see if something is a trap. I'm not going to say more than that. Oh, you know what? Okay, at the end of this video, I'm going to have a link to my tutorial on how to play Last Raven. This could really help you out if you want to get into Armored Core. I know it's specifically titled Last Raven, but this works on like majority of the Armored Core games. But okay, we did get ourselves, let's just quickly go through it. No, not paint. I don't want to paint just yet, because I honestly don't even know what I want to do with my AC just yet. I almost said Arsenal again. So, okay. I can either put it on my right arm, like this, so I got myself a little machine gun there. But what I also could do is put it in my hanger. So what does this mean? This means that if I run out of ammo on my right arm, I can throw it on the ground and pull out a little extra hand weapon out of my core. As long as my core has, where is it? A hanger unit, and that's provided there. So for this one, I think what I want to do is I want to go to buy, because does the left-handed one also, yeah, like I know that this one is just in the shop and I can actually afford it. So I could dual wield these, or I could, yeah, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna do that. What I will do here is I will put this in my left arm, this in my right arm, and in my hanger I'll put the laser blade in case I have to run out of ammo. So I got myself a little start here. So I got dual-wielding machine guns with low ammo, along with a missile launcher on my back. The smallest missile launcher, let me just quickly go over that here quickly. It's a small missile, okay, hang on there. Small missile launcher. The ammo type is solid, doesn't have the highest stats, but however, it's a nice little backup thing that we can use here. So, with that out of the way, I want to paint, but I really don't know what to name my AC. Well, for the time being, how about I go back to a mission now? So, we have removed bridge defenders, destroy AC... look at that! We already have an AC battle here. Now, honestly, I'm getting way ahead of myself, but I think I want to fight this AC, because I know it's not the hardest AC, and like these machine guns do a significant amount of damage, but I could easily get wrecked here. But you know what? This is not some kind of hardcore mode, not randomizer mode where if I die for real. So I have a chance. If I fail, then it doesn't matter. Okay, so there's two like helicopters here. No, you know what? Screw the helicopters. Okay, you may also notice that I just don't have enough enough energy to just keep on flying the whole time. That is like the downside with ACs, because they can't fly permanently. That has never been a thing until the 4th generation, where flying is a lot easier. You say what a joke, but I don't even know how much damage I've done to you just yet. Okay, just keep firing like this. The machine guns can do a ton of damage, it's just that I don't have any backup weapons here right now. Well, actually I do, I got missile launchers. There. No. Did I do... I destroyed you. Okay, let me just quickly say with Armored Core Last Raven here, is that Ravens have a chance of saying like, okay, if I get to low health, they'll taunt me saying, haha, what a joke. If they get to low health before that happens, then they will say something like that. And they have another line where they say something if they're about to die. But since I triggered her, haha, you're so pathetic line, it means that she never said like, oh no, I'm about to die. Well, honestly, this went a lot better than I expected. Like, I knew that I didn't have the most ammunition to deal with this, but since I did beat this, not only do I have a nice chunk of money from the mission itself, I also got a huge chunk of money from the bounty from this. And I got the Silky, which is a crap weapon, so I can sell that right away. So, okay, we got 64,000 from that, 57,000 from that, and there's our total balance. And to quickly help out here, I am gonna go sell that weapon that I earlier got. So, we are gonna sell the Silky. Okay, let me explain why it's that. It's an energy machine gun. Energy weapons use your stamina, so that little bar on the left. nice and all, but this weapon uses so much energy that it's practically unusable. So that's why I said it's a crap weapon. I'm just gonna sell it. Now, since I have this, let's see. I can go buy some more stuff. I could go for my head here. This is my Latios head, the one that's my channel mascot. I could try to go for that, but I also could go for Revision again. And what I'm referring to Revision is the Revision that I had before... Oh my god, that's right! That head is not available right away in Last Raven. Oh, I'm gonna have to look up the secret parts, because I literally do not remember what all the secret parts are in this game. So I'm gonna have to look that up. Okay, I could check this all out, but okay, let me just quickly go over here for a moment, because this is something I can do. So, I could go for a lightweight core here with hanger units in it. Well, I already know that out of my head. But it doesn't have a VS-MG response, which means versus missile guidance response. Which means if a missile goes for me, my core doesn't attempt to intercept it. Now, if I go for this, for example, it has a VS-MG response, and also it has a little EO on it, which is an Exceed orbit, which fires alongside with me. It doesn't have a lot of ammo, but it is some extra firepower. Downside is no hanger, though, and without a hanger, it means that if I run out of ammo, I don't have anything to grab out of my core. But you know what? I think I can't afford this. Okay, never mind. I said nothing. Let's see. What else? I got a radiator. I got a generator. I don't know. It feels... Oh, you know what? How about we improve our missile launcher from the get-go? Got ourselves that and our radar. Our radar is gonna be the Siren. I love the Siren radar, and some people already know that. So, okay, assembly, radar, Kanara, there we go. We got ourselves a nice little start in. I guess we could just afford ourselves a little head. So, how about we buy ourselves... Okay, what am I looking for here? I think what I want to look for is something with a high VS-ECM. Oh, yeah! Because we also need to have a biosensor, because a biosensor allows us to lock onto things that are not mechanical. And that is going to be helpful later, because there's going to be parts later where we have enemies that are not... that are not robots, and then... Okay, wait. Before I blindly buy this, okay. The defense go up, its weight goes up a bit as well. The energy drain goes up as well, and I don't want that. Because the more your energy drain is, the quicker your booster... Well, the less quick your booster regenerates its energy. But I think I got enough now to not worry about that just yet. So, equip that, and then that's our head there. Well, that's the start then. Well, I hope I gave a neat little preview here. I think I'm gonna call her this AC in between episodes, but I hope you guys enjoyed and look forward to the next episode. Bye-bye!